Hello everyone, welcome back to Dawn and Dreams. It is your lady Miss Z. Thank you so much for tuning into another video. Thank you for being here in this space with me. If you would, please make sure that you like and subscribe to my channel if this video resonates with you. And also go check out some other videos as well. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can go to dawnanddreams.com. As you know, the information is always in the description box. Also, I have handmade creations being made and also already on the site. So if you're looking for dream catchers, ancestral gifts, things of that nature. I haven't got the jewelry collection yet, but that is coming, okay? I'm working on that. That will be here probably by the end of next week, and you can get your ancestral beads that will be charged. All right, so let's get into this. So this is going to be a reading on what is being blocked or delayed. So nobody likes being blocked. Nobody surely does not like to be delayed from any progress in their life. But sometimes the ancestors put these blocks and delays in our life in order for us to have a different perception, allow us to learn certain lessons before we get to a certain goal to better prepare us. So we never know what's coming. So we're going to find out why you're being blocked or delayed. You know, you can have 1 to 2 things in your mind that you want to look at, and then we'll go over that. Okay, so you can pick the ring. I don't know why I just pick different stones every day. Okay, you can pick this stone as well, number 2, or you can pick number 3. If you need more time, I'm going to ask that you pause the video for a little of water. All right, but we're going to go ahead and get right on into it. So for those of you who picked the first thing, what are you being, or why are you being blocked and delayed, and what are you being blocked and delayed from? Some of you may be blocked in the love department. Some of it is self-restriction, though. This just doesn't just apply to love. We're going to talk about anything that comes up, even if it's spiritual. At least 2 more cards on that. Yeah, there's a lot of love coming out in this one. So you're being forced to figure it out. Figure out what you need, what you want, what's necessary in your life. What's going to make you truly happy and complete. I'm going to speak on love first, and then I'm going to go to other topics if there's anything else that comes up in the energy. But within love, if you're being blocked in that way, it seems like you kind of rush into things, and you may rush into a situation that already exists, meaning there could be another energy, there could be a third party, or it could be somebody that does not have the best intentions. And literally, they want you to use your best intuition in order to decipher that this is not right. And half the time, you know it's not right. You know that there's something else going on, or you're being played or used, or something's going on to that effect. And then you have a soulmate coming in here. Somebody you made that soul contract with that's waiting on you. But there are distractions coming in on your path. So instead of, going in the right direction, you're going in the opposite direction. You're going in a way that's leading you to people that might keep you stuck. So if you're wondering why some of your relationships aren't working out, or why it's just very, very complicated, or why, this person keeps ghosting you, or you're dealing with stuff that you don't really want to deal with, it may be because there is somebody else that wants to come into your life, make you whole, make you complete, that doesn't have all that extra stuff going on, that's not trying to play you. And I've just decided, weirdly enough, that this comes up with the ring, the commitment. Being blocked in the realms of commitment, being delayed in love. You may be running into the wrong people, or it could just be lessons that you need to learn from these people. Not to rush into things, just headstrong, ready for commitment with the person. Getting to know them better, getting to know what do you really like. A lot of times people, with people, you'll find people come into your life. They come into your life and they may, it's kind of hard to explain that, but I've had people come into my life just to show me more of who I am and what I want. Because I didn't know I wanted it until I seen what I didn't want. So a lot of times things are put in place just for you to figure that out. And your true love, you're like, why can I ever find somebody good? Well, maybe being delayed because there's still lessons that you have to learn with these karmic people that don't serve you. For you to realize that you are above that, your energy's higher, and you deserve better. So then that better person comes in. This is also could be delays with soul mission and purpose. Because I'm also seeing this like being stuck at a job, or stuck in some type of alignment with certain people. Because it has a lot to do with attachments to people, attachments to certain relationships that you have to rise above, even in career realms. Honestly, I can say you could do it on your own because you can, but there is a support system for you. I feel like this is also getting back into alignment with soul purpose versus things that were kind of meant to die out. Let's say it like that. They're meant to leave you. They're meant to go on. Because this also represents a good business partner. But it doesn't last. It doesn't last long. It happens, it goes, it fails, whatever. It's in your life for a minute and then it's gone the next. Being willing to release that in order to find your true purpose, your true connection to the world. So basically, when I mean delays and blocks, it could also be a delay when it comes to, I don't know how to phrase that, because it's kind of like you're being stuck. Like you may be frustrated at a job. You may be going back and forth, but you can't leave the job. A lot of times it may just be postponing you to raise enough money to start your own business or to do something that's more in alignment. Or maybe you're figuring things out. If you already have it figured out, it may be being postponed for you to go out on a limb and just start your own business until you meet the right people. Until you're ready to let go certain attachments. Because sometimes we even attach ourselves to these so-called bosses. We're so committed to working for them. We're so committed to doing everything for them. But yet still, you're not more than just the company. The company has already established itself. You're just a part of it. And you can also be replaced. But it's still scary to think that we will attach our energy so hard that we forget about ourselves. So I guess that's why there's also self-restriction, because certain things you're keeping yourself a part of when there's really not a block, but there's a little bit of a block when it comes to trying to go out for what you really want or thinking about yourself. It seems like it's just, again, with relationship ties. Figuring out what you really want, figuring out who your commitments are to and who they're not for. And honestly, it'd be simple as breaking it would be as simple as just trying to move forward. Realizing what you need. And the block will be lifted. So it's not like a heavy block. There's a few lessons to learn within this, but there's not like a really, really heavy block on that. It's just kind of like changing directions. And then you're unblocked, right? You're going the wrong way, so they change directions, and then you go the right way, and everything is peaches and cream again. So I don't see a heavy block here. It's just maybe blocks within connections with people. Even with friends, I see that too. Just knowing when to let go, when to release, when to go a different direction. And then things will start being prosperous again in your life. Things will start falling into place. But if you're not willing to release that, of course it's going to be blocked, right? Okay, so let's go to the next one. What's being delayed or blocked in your life? What can be done? What is the cause? What information can come about with being delayed and blocked in your life? Ooh, that's an interesting one. I see creative blocks. I specifically see somebody with music as well, but it's not specific to music. Music is also an art. When you are creatively blocked, or when you feel like you can't create and you don't know why, you don't know how you have as much motivation as you used to, a lot of times it's just because you're elevating. Don't look at it as, okay, I just got to stop doing this. I have to give up on my goals and my dreams. And that's the route that we always go, because that's the route society wants us to go in, if you really think about it. I changed my mentality about that, because I realized every time I take a 2-month break and would feel like I'm never going to do this again, I would start back doing it, but I would do better. So when spirit blocks you creatively, or you feel creatively blocked, now there are things that you can do to get you unblocked. But a lot of times it's just you needing to elevate. Let's get one more card. Hope coming out. The Magician. So we're not just talking here. It's actually coming out on the cards. Okay. Okay. Yeah. The birthing of a new idea. So you're going through a transition period right now. Ride the wave. Ride the wave. The star came out anyway. It wanted to come out in that other deck, but it said, well, since you tried to put me back in there, I'm still going to come out. Lovers 2. Wow, okay. There are messages beyond just being blocked here too. I feel a loneliness of not being supported. But look at this like the ancestors. Look at this image differently. Instead of looking at this just like, and your elders are still your ancestors. But even in the other realms, this could be your ancestors helping you push through to this idea. Don't look at it just like a woman. If you're a man watching this, it's both ways. It's an idea that's being birthed into reality. And though you may not always feel supported, you are. They're going with you through this whole transition. So it's kind of like as that 9 months goes on, not to say it's going to be that long that you're going to be creatively blocked, but, you know, it's still coming into being. So sometimes the ancestors might say, we're going to make her feel like, or we're going to make him feel like they can't create right now. Again, that's how I was feeling at one point. I feel like I was like, oh God, I guess can't do this anymore. Guess I can't make dream catchers anymore. It's not there anymore. Little did I know that as soon as I started having the idea to upgrade what I was doing, I realized that it was through the ancestors, because they will want you to do things better than what you did them before. If you're doing things the same way and you're not happy with it anymore, or it doesn't feel the same, something about it is changing, and you're supposed to allow it to change, just like a snake shedding its skin. It's time for something new. It's time for something better. It's time to upgrade. So sometimes creative blocks, don't look at them in a bad way, or don't look at them like you can't succeed anymore, or you're not supposed to be doing this anymore. The success will come from it. You just kind of have to ride the wave until it finally sparks in your mind as to what you're supposed to do again. But it may be delayed until you come up with that concept or that idea that's going to help you grow. They may not let you go back into the booth coming out. I hate when it does that. It be going good. The ancestors be talking. Woo-wee. But let me get back to what I was talking about. I also see this is also being going away and get more knowledge, but it's also being separated from certain friends, even family sometimes. They're all soul people. They're all soul people that we chosen for our lives. But sometimes you may feel that you're not a part of this anymore, that you're being blocked in the form of relationships and building or continuing relationships with certain people, because you may have certain different interests, and this deals with spirituality too. So if you feel like, okay, I just don't fit in anymore, why can't I find a friend that really understands me? Well, it could be that you're still trying to connect to people that you've outgrown. You're supposed to spread your wisdom in other places. Also, I'm seeing a tiny bit of blockage in love. Not much. Love is okay here. I think that love will be fine. I don't see much blockage or delays when it comes to finding love in this one. If you have had a delay, it's simply because of the type of partner that you're looking for. Okay? Because if you're looking for a partner, you know, that's just going to give you comfort, that isn't going to necessarily elevate you, that's not going to happen. Okay? They're wanting you to be with somebody, because I always see that card as being with somebody that has a mission, a goal, someone that's pushing you towards your goal. So if you have a friend like that, and you might have been turning that friend down, they don't want you to be with nobody else. They want you to be with that person that's going to help you succeed. If you try to walk away from a person and they actually are good for you, because that happens sometimes. Sometimes we fall out, we get in an argument, something petty, but you still want to be with that person deep down inside, or that person still wants to be with you, because you're still growing with that person. That person still took you to that audition that no other person took you to. You have to look at that speak. You have to look at the little small things that happen with people and realize, are you growing with this person? Sometimes we want to be with Bob and Ann, but Bob and Ann ain't trying to make us grow. They may give us a one night stand and that's it, you know? They just give us the comfort. But this is having a mission, having a goal, coming together with riches. I have mine and you have yours, and we're going to make them even bigger together. So if you are blocked in the love realm, or you're having a delay in finding love, that's the only reason. Because a lot of this deals with path finding and continuing your mission. But stick with whatever you're doing. I can say that right now, because don't feel like just because you're creatively blocked, or you may not be getting opportunity, or you may not be able to break through the door, that it's just something that you're not supposed to do. That's not the case. It just might be meeting the right people, waiting for something to happen to come forth. You know, something like that. It doesn't have nothing to do with you stopping what you're supposed to do. Because I feel like with the magician, you've already figured out what it is that you're supposed to do. But success takes time. And delays, again, when delays happen in creativity, that's just my saying. When delays happen in creativity, it just means you're getting better. It just means that you're supposed to create something bigger than what you did last time. The ancestors want you to do more. And a lot of times it means the ancestors are working with you. Okay, so last but not least, let's go to the last one. Let's see. Are you being blocked? Where are you being blocked? Can it be fixed? You know, let's find out. Okay. Funny I did that because I see being blocked in communication. Some of you are going to have to speak your truth. And some are being postponed. Let's dig a little deeper into that one. Ooh, yes, honey. Yes. I'm figuring it out. Woo. Okay. Okay. So we got death on top of death. So that means endings and beginnings. Seriously, endings and beginnings, changing, being accepted to change. Getting in control of our emotions. This is an interesting one. Because I see some spiritual stuff, and I also see some stuff just in the realms of communication and standing up for yourself. I see wanting to be on top of things, being a boss, being your own leader, but kind of in the shadows of someone else, or just in the shadow of yourself. The reason why you may be being blocked is because of attachments. Certain attachments have to be released. Certain mindsets, certain ways of thinking have to be released before you can elevate. Also, Spirit is actually waiting for something better to come in. Like they're going to bring something in for you personally. You know how you go to the store and let's just say a handmade store, and you may be looking for something. You may pick up something from the store like, oh, I want this right here. And then, the owner says, no, no, no. You just wait. I have something especially made for you. That's what this card is about. Just be patient. I got something especially just for you. Not that, generic thing that you were going to buy. I have something particularly that's going to work just for you. I see you being also delayed because of knowledge being retained at this time. Because it seems like some of you may want a title, may want certain acknowledgments, and maybe you're not getting enough of that. But it really deals with your own confidence and how you feel about yourself. But it also may be delayed, like certain, again, what I was talking about in my other reading, this kind of relates to this too. Certain initiations may be delayed due to learning more knowledge, retaining enough information before they can lead you to the right path, to the right people. But whatever they're going to bring is going to be something good. Not much here. Not too much. It was interesting, but it's not really too much as far as being blocked eternally. Like it's just something that's gonna be forever. It's not. I don't think that. It's just really being able to accept change in your life, because if you're not willing to do that, you're gonna be stuck anyway. You're gonna be self-stuck, not restricted by spirit or anything else going on around you. It's just you being stuck. Releasing who you once were to become the new you. I also see this as, again, feeling like you're blocked spiritually, but you're not either in that realm at all. This could also represent releasing, say for instance, you're eating things that may be unhealthy, that may clog things, clog communication, clog your sight. It could be hanging around lower vibrational energies. Because it does happen. For some people, it's just straight through psychic abilities 24/7. Because I have somebody in my family that's like that. Some of us have to constantly keep up certain things that we have to do in order to get closer to what we want. To keep communication good, to keep the ancestors speaking to us, be able to hear their messages. But if you're around a lot of, negative energy, lower vibrations, it brings your energy down too. And it can kind of cut in with your communication. So now you're not picking up on things like you once were. But if you remove that, the block, the delay in talking to spirit, it'll be removed. So one thing is releasing attachments. Releasing attachments that keep you down. Remaining focused on your work, your spiritual work, your work as far as your goals. Remaining focused. Because this kind of, with it sideways, is kind of like, I'm doing it, but I'm like, am I going to succeed? Is this going to take me anywhere? It is. You just have to give things time for spirit to work out a way for you to be on top. Because I also see this again, this one too, maybe even having your own business as well, like a delay there. But it could be finding the right spot. And moreover, again, feeling more confident in yourself enough to do it. Because to me, this card always represents, I want success right now. I want to be satisfied right now. And stuff don't happen that quick sometimes. So I see a little bit of delay in success, maybe due to needing more knowledge. But trust me, when spirit brings it, they're going to bring it. And they may be giving you a little taste here and there, but it's definitely something that's going to have a foundation, or you're building a foundation on. So just be patient on that, because spirit is definitely working with you. Also, being able to voice certain things, being able to stand up for yourself. I don't know where that's coming from, but it may be with your partner. It may be with someone that's over you, that you think is over you, within a job or something that you have to do. That's got to happen too, whoever that's for. Not being in somebody's shadow. Because if you're in someone's shadow, that means that they're in front of you. That means that they're blocking you from being seen. So you got to shine your own light. Feel more deserving. Because you are. Sometimes we don't want to push people out the way, but there's enough room for both of us to be in that room, getting the light, getting the shine. But if you don't feel deserving, you're always going to be in the background. And it may delay your success because you want other people to succeed before you, or you're willing to allow them to succeed first. I'm not saying knock them out the way, but I am going to say that there's enough room for you to step up and be who you are and be confident in your success and what you have to offer the world. All right, so that is the reading. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Please make sure that you like and subscribe, and you guys have a great and wonderful day.